For many, catching a movie is a holiday tradition. For a look at what Hollywood has left under the Christmas tree, here's Dean Richards.
Was all this legal? Absolutely not. We were making more money than we knew what to do with.
We don't work for you, man.
You have my money taped to your boobs. Technically, you do work for me.
The biggest and most anticipated of the Christmas Day releases is director Martin Scorsese's Wolf of Wall Street, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, who goes from novice financial trader in it to scumbag market wizard who knows no bounds, both on the financial side and also in his personal life, with about every excess possible. The movie's been compared to Scorsese's Goodfellas for a good reason. The story is as solid, the flair is as colorful, and the performances are as memorable from DiCaprio, but also Matthew McConaughey, Jonah Hill, and Kyle Chandler, all despite a tough-to-sit-through 3-hour length. I give it a Dean's List A-.
I have cherished the ideal of a free, democratic society where all persons live together in harmony with equal opportunities.
Also, there's the long-awaited, coincidentally timed Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, starring English actor Idris Elba, in a solid portrayal of the late South African anti-apartheid legend Nelson Mandela. The film has a lot of ground to cover, and I'm not sure that any film could properly do justice to such an amazing life, but it's a film that covers the facts and presents them in a straightforward, respectful way, with Idris's performance perfect. To me, it's the perfect introduction to Mandela's long struggles and triumphs, but something felt missing. Long Walk to Freedom treaded lightly when it should have defiantly pounded its foot. It was still a great history lesson, though, and a Dean's List B. I also like the remake of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, starring Ben Stiller, who directs this Herculean project as well. It's the story of a meek photo editor for Life magazine that's about to be downsized out of a job, but there's one last very important job that he has to finish before the dying publishing business puts him out to pasture. In addition to being used as a doormat at work, his personal and love life is just as bad. It's only in his imagination that he can literally reach for the stars, and does, in this story that shifts from reality to imagination flawlessly, telling a moving story about life, with Kristen Wiig, Shirley MacLaine, and Sean Penn co-starring. Walter Mitty is funny, but also thoughtful and a real visual treat, a worthwhile Dean's List B. Next is director Spike Jonze's Her, starring Joaquin Phoenix as a man who falls in love with the voice on a Siri-like operating system, the voice provided by Scarlett Johansson. It's a hopeful, beautiful story, but at the same time, so sad that a relationship that is beautifully being developed is really one that doesn't exist. Still, the exploration is tasteful and subtle and will leave you with plenty to think about when it's over. Her gets a Dean's List B+. Not screened is the Sylvester Stallone-Robert De Niro grudge match, described as the story of two retired boxers settling a long-standing beef by heading back into the ring. This sounds like another one of those geriatrics can still kick butt movies that Stallone specializes in these days. And also not screened for the critics is the return of Keanu Reeves in 47 Ronin. Inspired by a famous Japanese folk tale, it's described as a 3D fantasy adventure. The former Bill and Ted star as the leader of 47 outcast samurai.
Coming up, police are questioning a suspect in a hit and run that injured 3 people on the city's north side. And last-minute shoppers are hitting the stores this morning in search of a bargain. We've got a look coming up on CLTV News. Stay with us.